everyone, it's Anja here. I'm back with another video for Ophelia Crafts. So today again we're making a card using the Garden in Bloom stamp set and the hardwood stamp set, and this is the card we're making today. So we are making a wreath card this time, and we're using the small flowers, and the inside looks like this. Now, in the previous video I changed up the colours, and that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to use my early espresso and the rose red instead of the crumb cake and the blushing bride and here pear pizzazz, and I've got mossy meadow as well. Alright, so those are the three colours we're using: early espresso, rose red and mossy meadow. And I have already stamped the inside, so that will appear in a moment. You'll have to see how I did that in a different video, because I want to try and save some time. And this is a little template that I cut that goes over there. So we're going to put the template about there, and we are going to stamp the background first of all. So ink up our stamp, and we're going to stamp that off before we stamp it onto there. So stamp it off, give it a good old push, and we're going to stamp it on here. Now make sure that you stamp it really well, because you're going to get edges from the mask. So we're going to give it a good push just about where that mask is. We will fill out we will fill it out, but that's you know, otherwise we'd have an even bigger area that's unstamped, sort of thing. Right, so now all we need to do is fill up the space with flowers. So I have mounted all my stamps ready. So this is the one we are going to use at the moment, so the outline. And if you want to see how to line them up, I have done another video on that, so do go and have a look at that. They're called technique videos or something like that. So I'm trying not to be too organized here, so some are closer together than others. Some of them on the middle, in the middle. Others are on the side. Oh, that's just, yeah, okay. What do you think? Yep, okay. And then here we have the outline of the leaves, and so we're going to now fill up everywhere with leaves. And you can just do this however much you want, really, until you have a pleasing composition that you like. Now, if there are any gaps, we'll sort that out in a moment. And I just keep twisting and turning the paper to make sure that not everything is in the same direction. Otherwise that would be boring. So we've got one more about there that we need. Some in here. Okay, so now I've got some spaces that really aren't big enough for two leaves. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean our stamp really, really well. Stamp it off, making sure that nothing remains, because sometimes it does, sometimes a little bit of, you know, cleaning fluid or whatever is left behind. And now just ink up the one stamp, the one leaf, I mean, and just place that in the middle. And you're sure that the other one isn't going to stamp, because that's very, very clean. Also make sure you don't get too much ink on the rest of the stamp. You know, that little tab can get inky sometimes, look, and that's dangerous, because that might you know, end up on your paper. Again, the relief on the this stamp is not so high, so you have to keep that in mind, because it's easy to catch the stamp on the ink pad. And it's just this is what we want to do, isn't it? It's fun, this. Just stamping away. Oh, I can see another one that I want to add. There we go. Oh, and another one. Okay, yeah, stop now. I can keep going, but this is fine for me. Okay, and now, so we've done the outline, and that's the hard work done, really. All we need to do now is, you know, fill up the colours. Fill it up with the coloured bits. So, rose red. And there is a way of lining this up, so do try and have a look at that tutorial. Not that I'm always 100% sure, but because I've been twisting and turning. What I'm doing here is I'm stamping once and then I'm stamping again. Now, obviously I'm sitting back, I'm making sure my head isn't in the video, so sometimes I am off a bit. And also there's this glare always. So I might not be perfect when I'm stamping this, but to be honest, I don't think it matters. This is the fun of it. It's a handmade card, so every card is going to look different. Oh, that is way off. That one as well. Oh well, never mind. Oh, there is something strange going on with my vision from afar. Okay, so now we have the green, mossy meadow, and I don't think I stamped this off. So now you, of course, now you have to find the ones that are connected and the ones that you put in on their own. So that's a bit of a job, but it's fun doing the stamping, so I'm sure you can cope with it. And if you're not sure, just ink up, you know, well, that's what we'll do in a minute. Ink up one and just do it that way. Like I said, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't meet up completely. That's the look we're looking for here anyway. And I think, you know, that's what makes this look really nice, because it's the, how should I say it? There's a charm of it. The imperfection of the charm. No, the charm of the imperfection. Something like that, anyway. Right, so here we go. We're nearly done. I think all I've got now left are singles, so I'm going to clean off my stamp really, really well, dry it on the other side, have another go on my little cloth here. No, that's stuck on my finger then. It's a bit wet. That's why it's not sticking to the block. Okay, so now we need to ink it up, just the one. And then, I don't know whether this is the one, but it seems to be working, so I'm okay with that. Okay. And I know this is taking a bit of time. There we go. Okay. Phew. Now, sentiment. Okay. Ink it up. And again, it's easy to catch the rest of the stamp, so do be careful. And let's punch this out. Sponge it. This is the decorative label sponge. Sponge, yeah, right. Punch. Sponge and punch, it does rhyme. Okay, there we go. And that goes there. And we're ready to assemble. So, let's put this on. Actually, we're not ready to assemble. we're ready to do the inside. See, it was good thinking of me that I actually did the inside already, because this is taking quite a long time. So that's the outside. Then we've got an inside here, and I have actually, in my original, I added some flowers. So let's do that. Two flowers and 2 sets of leaves. And now we need to do 2 sets of colouring. Right. So let's just see if I can find the flowers to line them up. Can't see a thing at the moment. There. Good. Okay, so that's the inside. So let's see if we can assemble this. Our base card, measurements in a different tutorial. Okay. Yeah. Oh. The backing of the dimensional was stuck on there. Oh dear. I like the early espresso combination. It's darker, but I like it. And so here we have our front panel. And there we have it. I forgot to sponge this. Can I take it off? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Trying not to touch the glue on the underside. Oh dear. Let me get some ink. That would help, wouldn't it? Okay. Oh well, it happens. I was able to save it. It's now sticking to my fingers. Never mind. Okay. There we go. Let's try again. Okay, phew. Right, that worked. Okay, so we have our card here, which is using the early espresso, and this was the original one, which used, oh, that looks so pale now to me in comparison, which used the crumb cake. So let me know what you think, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and watch out for another one, because I've got another one of these cards. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!